Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're talking about the Babe Ruth from Remus, this year's release versus last year's release. But first, let's do a giveaway. So this is for the toasted bourbons over $70, and if you watched the last episode where I did the thing for the under 70, that was 60 entrants. This one has 57, but there was a lot less views on this video, so I thought there was gonna be a lot less entrants. Man, you guys are making me work. Okay, so shuffles. Let's see who wins this. Again, a lot of new people in this one as well, so let's see who wins. Dorin. So this is definitely a newer person. So if you see this, email in the description. It's like, email me so I can send you out the samples. All right, so we're going over these two bottles today. So this is kind of like a novelty type thing because these aren't cheap. These are like $250. Okay, I just checked only drams, $200, which not cheap. I didn't like, let's see, the black one is a 2024 one. I didn't like last year's, and I had the new one in my Whiskey Cigar Club the other day and didn't do that well. But I figured I'd do a review, see if they're getting any better. As you can see, they're basically around the same. So one of the cool things is, so the bottle count means something. So the black one, which is 2024, this is bottle number 107 of 10,624. And the 10,624 represents how many plate appearances Babe Ruth had during his career. There's also 3 mash bills for his number 3. So a lot of stuff means something. So on the back, there's a QR code, and you can scan that QR code and it tells you exactly what your bottle number 107 out of his plate appearances is. And mine was just a play appearance, nothing fancy. But there's the options were you could either get a play appearance bottle, a home run bottle, a multi-home run bottle, or a milestone bottle. So, but that's the front. You see different mash bills on there. The proof, both the proofs are at 111. The mash bills are different though. So the 2024 as 2016, which is 12% of this mash bill, which is 44% rye. 2017, which is 70% of this mash bill, 49% rye. And 2018, which is 36% rye. And this came out last year. This year's bottle actually got a cool one. So this is bottle number 6,582 of 8,399. And the 833.99 represent at bats. And my at bat of 6582 was actually his 600th home run. So this is a milestone bottle, home run bottle. So that's pretty cool. Did that with the Yankees. He was the first player at the time to hit 600 home runs. So this is, so if they actually did anything special for the milestone bottles, you would think this is like one of the premier bottles to chase. I don't think it made it any better. So again, this is 3 mash bills, the same as before. Not the same, means just 3. But this is 2017, which is 73%, 49% of that's rye. 2016, 15% of it, 44% rye, and 2017, 12%, 36% rye. So, you know, around similar age. No, this would be older because most of this is 2017, which this is also mostly 2017. This came out a year later. So a little bit older in the newer version. And again, it has a QR code. That's why I looked it up. Now, it didn't actually tell me that it was a 600th home run. It told me it was a home run bottle. And I went and Googled it to kind of see if it was any kind of significance. I actually went to see if it did it for the Yankees or what team. It was for the Yankees. And then I found out it was a 600th home run. So that was like, oh, that's pretty freaking cool. So anyways, let's get into the taste. Okay, so A on the nose. I've been so used to doing 4 glasses that I'm actually going back and forth. I'll probably cut all that stuff out, but I'm kind of just going back and forth and trying to figure out what nose profile each one is, because they are different. All right, so going back and forth on the nosing. A is more oak, berry, sweet cinnamon. And B initially was way more grassy hay, but it started getting better. Sweet bubblegum, some oak, but the initial nose wasn't. I enjoyed the A better. Yeah, going back, it's definitely more grassy. All right, I like the nose on A better. So let's get into the palate. Okay, so first sip, oak, peanut butter, dark fruit, which is all good, but it was fighting some kind of astringency. It wasn't like really balanced well, so it wasn't like a good experience, if that makes any sense. And the finish was peanut butter, oak, but very short. But we'll see, second sip. Not gonna lie to you, that second sip was pretty freaking good. So I went into this like, I don't really like either of these bottles. We'll see how it goes. But man, that second sip, very good. I got way more dark or red fruit this time. Like specifically like strawberry ice cream. So good. So tasty. Very sweet. And then on the finish, some more red fruit. So definitely more red fruit this time overall compared to sip one. Man, this pour, it's just going back and forth. Some more vanilla on the finish. But on the palate this time, it went back to like fighting the astringency. Well, I don't know. That second sip was good though. I didn't even get the strawberry ice cream this time. Boo. All right, so let's go to glass B. Okay, so B was more intense and more, it wasn't probably as complex as glass A, but didn't have that stringency fighting it. Now, it's the first sip. We'll see what happens on the second sip, but a lot of red fruit, sweet, intense, vanilla, finish, more vanilla, oak, berries. It's good. I do like B. Yeah, actually I like both these. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, that second sip is also very good. So definitely, this is like a dessert in a glass. Super sweet. Not much to balance it. There is oak. There's a lot of fruit, a lot of sweetness. Not really a lot of spice. The proof point's good, but not a lot of spice to kind of balance it a lot. But man, a lot more strawberry. I wrote strawberry cheesecake, some peanut butter, dessert on the finish. Just saying, like the overall thing is just like drinking dessert. Like it's super sweet. It is tasty. I will give you that. Yes, one more sip. A different dessert. So the whole time I was thinking of like a strawberry cheesecake type dessert, but the finish this time was more of like a pudding, like a flan almost with cinnamon on top. It's going back to strawberry, but I got a little bit. I'm just gonna write cinnamon. I'm not gonna try to write, you know, pudding or flan up here, but definitely got the cinnamon note. Man, glass B is good. All right, so went through both of them. So what I'm gonna do is, no, I usually leave this out. Man, I have not done a two-way pour in a long time, huh? I've been doing a lot of the four ways. Let's see if A is any different now. Man, going back to A, B is stomping it out. So I got grassy notes on A, and again it's A. So B is definitely like a sweet dessert bomb. B or A is more complex, but it's complex in a way that it's like fighting itself. There's a lot of astringency with some pretty good notes, but the astringent notes keeps like popping up there, so it's not the best. Like on the linger this time, it's like not good peanut, like a bad peanut. Again, the second sip is better. Yeah, the second sip is decent. I was gonna say something negative, but it was actually pretty good. It wasn't like fighting each other. B, after drinking some water, it gets a little darker. It's not as sweet. So I took 2 sips, kind of hoping the second sip would be back to the sweetness, goodness. Didn't get there yet. Maybe a third sip. How does this happen? So B was so good the first like round. In the second round, it's like darker. It's not as sweet. Womp womp. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Going back to A. Again, coming off of B, A is so grassy. It's a clear favorite. B is a clear favorite. Let's find out what they are. All right, you guys all knew what it was. I scored them a little higher, and then I dropped the scores on both of them. 2024 came in second place with a score of 3, and it's okay. I scored it like a 3.25, and I just brought it down because it's, you know, it's just okay. There's decent stuff there, but the stringency was fighting it. So like, I don't know. I couldn't score it higher than a 3 or lower than a 3. It was kind of right in the middle. So okay. And the problem, I remember drinking this last year, not liking it, and for a $200 bottle, very pricey for something that's mediocre. But if you're a big baseball fan, Babe Ruth fan, you know, maybe you're paying up for it just to have it. You know, whatever. So then the white label, which is the 2025 version, I scored a 3.5. Now it kind of went away from the super sweetness that I really actually enjoyed in it. You know, when we had it in my Whiskey Cigar Club last month, it came like 10th out of 12 bottles. So I think, you know, the air has definitely helped this bottle, because I scored a 3.5, and that's definitely higher than what I scored it before. And again, this is why I try to review different things throughout the year and give things different scores, even if I don't do it on camera, if I do it on my Whiskey Cigar Club or just around the house. So that's these two. So if you've had these two, let me know. And if you want to win, let's do the giveaway. If you want to get 2-ounce samples of each of these, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag Babe Ruth. Yeah, nice and easy-ish. Let me know your thoughts on Remus Babe Ruth. Don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.